Hello everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. In the previous episode, we went to the Other to upgrade our armor into the Unobtainium version, and we also used Ars Nouveau in order to upgrade our pickaxe and sword into the next tier, the Allthemodium alloy version of the tools. So in between episodes, I've been doing quite a lot of work on actually rearranging some of our enchantments. And you can see behind me, I used, I believe it's industrial foregoing in order to actually move and replace the enchantments on my armor. So this first machine is the enchantment extractor. And what this will actually do is rip the enchantments off of a tool or even an enchanted book and actually separate it out into individual books. And in fact, I actually did that as well. I went through my storage system and found pretty much every single enchanted book that I had in the system, and I've now extracted and individualized each of the enchantments. So yeah, if we ever need like Lure 4, for example, we now have a book for that. And yeah, this will be a lot easier in order to actually sort of fine-tune our enchantments. By the way, the reason that I even went through this process is I believe it was my leggings had an enchantment that would randomly teleport enemies away from me, and it was getting extremely annoying trying to kill enemies. So yeah, what I did was I just ripped all of the enchantments off of it and then put only the ones that I needed back onto it. Now, because all of my armor used to be netherite, actually I think most of it was diamond that I upgraded into netherite, I still had mending and unbreaking on it, so I actually ripped those enchantments off as well because our armor is unbreakable. So it would be completely useless and kind of a waste of experience to even have those enchantments on it. I also made sure that we had protection 5 on everything, and oh yeah, the soulbound or tombstone soulbound as well. I'm not actually sure the difference, but basically that'll make it so that in the very rare case that we actually do die, we'll keep our armor and even our tools. I also found that I had an extra Vorpal enchantment laying around, so I applied that to my sword. I thought I already had Vorpal, but I might have gotten rid of it, or I might have just thought that I had it, but anyway, so yeah, Vorpal, basically what it does is we have an extremely low chance to do, I don't know what the actual number is, 4 times, 5 times the amount of damage a normal hit would do. It would do that in a normal swing. And I've also noticed that there isn't a lot of enchantments for pickaxes, surprisingly, that we really need. So I just have Fortune 6 on my pick, and then Efficiency, I believe that's 8. Yeah, we're gonna be cooking with this pickaxe. And just briefly talking about the enchantment applicator, I didn't really use this a lot because I found that if you do have an enchantment, let's say sharpness 7, which is above the vanilla levels that you can actually put on a sword, if you try to put that on an item, it'll actually revert to the highest vanilla value. So for example, it put sharpness 5 on my sword and wasted a sharpness 8 book. So yeah, I didn't really use this. I think I used it for a few things that were like the Tombstone Soulbound, for example. I thought that was a pretty decent way to do this. I think what the enchantment applicator does is it makes it so that it doesn't require as much XP and doesn't sort of elevate the levels in which your XP gains are used. Like, for example, if you try to put efficiency 8 on a pickaxe, it might cost you, 100 levels. What this does is basically makes it a little bit cheaper. And yeah, in order to make those machines, I did have to get into the industrial foregoing mod. So I built the fluid extractor. What this does is it creates latex if you put a log in front of it, and then the dissolution chamber, which is used to craft the sort of the different machine frames that are in the mod. And I have a second one here. This just had pink slime inside of it. Pink slime is just generated with the mob crusher from industrial foregoing, and yeah, as it sort of kills mobs, it creates pink slime, and then I put that in there, and this made these the second, or I guess the third tier of the machine block for that mod. All right, and just temporarily, I also moved the old bookshelves that we had here and replaced them with the ancient bookshelves that we got in the other inside of the dungeon. So yeah, this setup's probably just temporary, honestly. Eventually, I do want to get into the apotheosis enchantments. I've kind of touched on it, but I haven't actually used the enchantment table from that and got the sort of the min-maxed version of the bookshelves yet. So eventually we will do that, but for now, I think our enchantments are pretty OP anyway, so I'm not even gonna really bother with it. And by the way, I did do a lot of off-camera work in between episodes, so the probably the first half of this episode is gonna be just me talking about what I've done. So in sort of this lobby area where we have our different signs going to the different places, I decided this would probably be a better place to have our old rocket ships from Ad Astra as sort of a central museum display. So now we sort of have this area here. It's a lot cooler, I think, having it down here. And I think each of these sort of areas is pretty nice for having the rockets. I just realized I missed a framed fence there. But yeah, that is this area. Let's go up to the applied energistic system. And if you watched the previous episode, you might notice that the system has gotten a little bit bigger. So what I did in between episodes here was actually go ahead and craft these framed compacting drawers. And I just went with the same sort of design that I went for the regular frame drawers, which is, I believe it's steel blocks and then the tinted black glass or something like that. But yeah, what the compacting drawers does is basically breaks out each of the sort of ingots and essentially gives you sort of a breakdown of what each value is. So for example, we have 847 vibranium nuggets, which is equivalent to 94 ingots or 10 blocks. Yeah, I just have that for each of the individual ores. I don't think it's everything, but it should be everything that we need in at least in bulk storage. So we have all of the vanilla ores here. Then we have uranium. Then we have all the modium sort of ingots here. And on this side we have sort of the miscellaneous ores that were added in different mods, like aluminum, tin, nickel, zinc, silver, osmium, lead, platinum. And then we have quartz down here and lapis. There's no real reason that we needed these here, but I felt like we're gonna have a lot of these anyway, so it's probably better to have these in drawers rather than in our storage system itself. And speaking of the storage system itself, I did a lot of grinding, and I did actually end up making the 1024 ME disk drive, which is 3 times as large as the previous one that we had, or sorry, 4 times as large, I should say, because the previous version is 256, so this is 1024. Yeah, that's 4 times as large. And by the way, we have 2 of these now. So in total, I think that's going to be, yeah, 2 million items that we can store in the system. We're probably not going to run out of space for a very, very long time. And then down in this bottom drive here, what I did was actually make a portable fluid cell. This is just a 1K and it's just filled with water. I found that while I was crafting, I was running out of water, and it was kind of annoying having to run over to my thing here, open this up, and open up the sink. So yeah, I just have the fluid inside. So now if we ever need to craft a water bucket, for example, let's see, we do have water essence as well now, I guess. I guess we can't craft it that way. Oh, right, but if we just left click on the water, it will pull out a bucket. So yeah, that's a little bit more nice than having to run back and forth to fill up some buckets. And yeah, just sort of talking about this room a little bit more, I did end up decorating this. Up here we still have our ender chests that I can get inside there. These are our import and output chests. I just wanted access to these. There's no particular reason why. Mostly if I need to export something else out, we can sort of update that. We still have these netherite barrels here, which I should probably get rid of eventually. Oh, and I think the reason that one is full of stuff is because the armory cabinet is actually full, or both of them, I should say. So we might need to add a few more armory cabinets to the system. And I believe this is the last thing that I did in between episodes. But I just went through and upgraded our available seeds. A lot of these were actually from quest rewards. So, for example, the rabbit seeds, I didn't craft that. I just got them from a quest reward. So yeah, we now have a decent amount of seeds here and essences, and these will be very essential in crafting. And in fact, I do have all of the sort of the earth, air, I believe fire, and water essences that we're going to need in order to craft the awakened essence from mystical agriculture. Oh, and I did also go through and finally craft the last 10 blue hearts that we needed in order to max out our heart amulet. So yeah, we are pretty much at full hearts now. If we put the heart amulet back on, you can see we have sort of the silvery purple color, I think that is, and a little bit of extra blue. And I believe on our armor itself, we can actually get more hearts as well. So we'll probably be doing that eventually as well. But if we look at our stats, I think we're at 211 hearts, or I believe that's 10, basically 10 health bars. Yeah, we have a lot. And now that we have some pretty overpowered armor, what I want to do in today's episode is to get into the Cataclysm mod. Cataclysm is a mod that adds a ton of different bosses, and most of them are extremely difficult, so we're pretty well prepared for that, I think. So let's go ahead and find the first of the bosses. So if we go ahead and take a look at our quest log here, we can go ahead and accept that. And the way that we actually find the different bosses is by crafting these different eyes. So for example, the Eye of Flame will take you to the Burning Arena to fight the Ignis. I think this could be a pretty good place to start. It does say that there's no particular order in order to fight these different monsters, but I do think that this should be a decent place to start. So let's go ahead and find out how to craft this. And look at that, we have everything that we need. I'm not actually sure if we're going to need multiple of these though. We'll have to find out though. So I'm assuming this is going to be inside of the nether. I could be wrong though. And in fact, yep, it does look like it works inside of the nether. Here we go. So let's go ahead and we'll keep on using this. It looks like it's going to be in that direction though. Okay, and very shortly, I think I did find what I was looking for, possibly. Yeah, let's go ahead and altar of fire. Maybe we right click that, Eye of Flame. Oh, I mean, it went inside. Okay, so according to the quest log, we need to find some different mobs, and they will drop an item that we can put inside of the altar. We just need to find them first. I do see something on the map here, but not quite sure what we're looking for. Okay, that might be what we're looking for there. This guy's got a decent amount of health, 800. He's in sort of a defensive stance. Here we go. Nice. Oh, we even got the loot pinata for that. That's really nice. So he dropped 21 burning ashes. All right. I'll go ahead and kill the other one as well. I think they want you to put in 2. Okay. You guys are a little bit difficult. They're actually taking a few of my hearts. Here we go. All right, so I think now what we need to do is just place a burning ash there. Here we go. Oh, and I just realized I don't have my backpack. Here we go. Ooh, there's even boss music. Okay. Hello, Ignis. Okay. Oh, wow, you, it's so cool. All right, let's see if we can get some hits in. He's pretty tanky. He is definitely tanky. Here we go. Flying almost feels like cheating. Oof. Wow, that hit hard. Okay, this is definitely a Dark Souls-like boss. Okay, I'm wondering if hitting his shield is probably not the best idea. Go ahead and fight him from behind. Huh. Seems like sometimes he's just randomly immune. Not sure if that's just a read that I'm missing. Okay, he is doing a decent amount of damage to me. Fortunately, we do have these, all the Modium carrots. Okay, immune again. Okay. He's in blue blaze form. Okay. This is terrifying. Come on now. Just die. Only need to die. Come on. Music ended. It's back. Okay. Oh yeah, he's done a decent amount of damage to me. Let me heal up a little bit. It's taken away 1 health bar. Okay. Oof. This guy's tanky. I'm not entirely sure how the best what the best way to attack him is. I guess just repeatedly hitting him in areas that is actually taking damage. We're almost done with him though. At about a quarter it looks like. Okay, what is that? Okay. Wow, that's terrifying. Okay, almost done. Okay. Oof. Alright, we're hurting pretty bad. Almost there. I don't want him to be over the lava in case what he drops is falls inside of the lava. Come on now. Hey, there we go. Nice, we got Ignitium. Alright, so we can go ahead and head into the quests here. And we get the Music Disc Symphony. Okay. And the ingots that we got is Ignitium, which looks like we get a few extras, and we can actually craft either the Bulwark of the Flame or the Incinerator. Let's see how to craft this. Actually, that crafting recipe really is not bad. I want to at least make the shield because we don't actually have a shield yet. So let's use you, and here we go, the Bulwark of the Flame. Release while sneaking to charge forward and damage entities in front. If the target hits a wall, it will receive extra damage and be temporarily stunned. Nice. All right, let's put that in our offhand, and that looks so cool. Nice. And so if we hold right click and release, maybe we walk forward. There we go. That's so cool. Awesome. And I might as well craft the Incinerator as well, but we probably won't actually end up using it. Man, that is massive. That is so cool. I'm curious to see how it compares in stats to the base Allthemodium alloy, but yeah, that is really cool looking. Now the next boss that we're looking for is the Netherite Monstrosity. And I actually know where this is. I found this a long time ago, and I don't think I ever talked about it on camera, but this is right next to my Nether Fortress. If I go over here, and I have not been here in a very long time. I believe it's down... I think it's down over here. The world is failing to load a little bit. And yeah, you can see at the top the Netherite Monstrosity's nameplate there, but the world is kind of failing to load right now, so... Alright, and just ahead of us is the Netherite Monstrosity, which, yep, can confirm, looks like a total monstrosity. So let's go ahead and move on in. Okay. What you gonna do? Alright. Oh, he spawns lava. Okay. Makes sense. Dang, wow, that hurts. Okay. Oof. Let's pop a carrot. Right. Man, that hurts. I'm not too sure what the best way to counter this is. He just sort of sits there and smashes. I guess we can just back up. Right. Okay. Right. This guy's not too bad. A lot less chaotic so far than the previous boss. Okay, I stood too close on that one. And if I go too far away, he will start just walking towards me. Okay. Pretty simple pattern so far, actually. I do really like the music in this mod, by the way. I think I might try to see if I can get it. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Yeah, he just spawned more lava there. Yeah, if it does end up being copyrighted, then yeah, I might just... This entire part might be muted. And I'll probably put some different music over it, but... Alright, we're almost done. Okay, he's getting pretty generous with those hits. Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually back away when you're in lava. Okay, here we go, final hits. There we go. Nice. The Broken Nether's War Machine. Oh, you look so sad. Sorry. Alright, so we got the Monstrous Horn and the Infernal Forge. Ooh. Alright, and we can go ahead and accept our rewards from that quest. Get the Infernal Forge. And we need to craft the Monstrous Helm. How do we do that? Okay. Ah, I see. It's a netherite helmet with the netherite upgrade and a monstrous horn. Okay. We'll have to do that later on then. I'm sort of in the exploration mood right now. Alright, so the last of the bosses that I want to tackle in today's episode is going to be, I believe it's called the Leviathan, and it's actually in the overworld. And you can find it using the Eye of the Abyss. However, this does require crying obsidian, which ironically I don't actually have any of. So I'm just using the structure compass, and hopefully that'll lead me to where I need to go. If you want to find it the same way, you just need to find the Cataclysm Sunken City, and yeah, that'll lead you directly to where the boss is. Okay, I think that I've found it. This is a very, very cool looking build. Yep, I'm assuming this is it. Let's try to find the entrance. I'm not really a huge fan of just breaking in. Oh, how do we get inside? Right, well, I don't see any sort of entrance, so fortunately I am gonna have to break in. And here we go. Ooh, this place is very lush. We got some guys spawning over on the sides. And in order to wake up the Leviathan, we're actually going to need to craft the Abyssal Sacrifice. This is crafted with crystallized coral and ethame, I think is how you pronounce that, nautilus shell, heart of the sea, and a few other blocks. The way that we get these crystallized coral, I'm not actually quite sure. It does say, though, that we can find everything here in the Sunken Temple, so I might just try to kill some of these guys and see what we can obtain. Okay, we did end up getting in ethame, so that's one ingredient down. So the way that you actually get the crystallized coral is actually from these big guys. I think they're, yeah, Corallosis, I think is how you pronounce it. Yeah, you get these crystallized coral fragments. So we just need to find a few more of those guys. Alright, so I should have everything that I need now to make the Abyssal Sacrifice. Here we go, nice. Alright, so what we do with this is we take it down to the Altar of the Abyss, and just go ahead and right-click that in, and that should spawn the Leviathan. Here we go. Oh man. That thing is very terrifying. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. You can't escape. Yeah, I'm sort of just locked in here. There we go. Eat a carrot. Okay, this guy can break blocks. Good to know. Okay, almost done. Ooh, that ability kind of hurts. Yeah, if you stand in these for too long, they will do a lot of damage to you. Oh, wow. Okay, that guy can grab me from very far away. Is he dead? Oh, thought he was dead. Oh, he just recovered half his HP. Okay. Right, and he seems to be immune currently. Okay, see if we can attack him now. Here we go. Okay, he's got that laser beam. That's terrifying. Come on now. Okay. He seems to occasionally get into fights with the other guys. Kind of nice for me. Okay, I can't really see anything during this fight. A little obnoxious. Hello? How do I get out of that? Okay, it seems to be drawing me in, so let's try to get far away from that. Okay. Almost dead once again. Oh. Okay. Come on now, let me kill you. He occasionally goes immune, which is a little bit weird. Maybe I'm just too far away, I'm not too sure. Here we go, this should be the last of his HP. There he goes. Nice. Alright, so what did we get from that? We got the Violet Tidal Claw of the Fast Wit. Interesting. An Abyssal Egg and Music Disc Endless Storm. Alright, and that is the Leviathan completely killed. Just like that. Nice. Alright, but unfortunately that is all the time that we have for today. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.